BLG 这个战队比较喜欢团队一些吧，因为他们的对线能力还是挺一般的，我觉得，但是他们的团队能力还是有的，所以我们就跟他们打的时候稍微小心一点，AZ 跟那中单的 TP 这个点就，我觉得应该我们很轻松能拿下来那个胜利。
Rookie identifying the weaknesses there from BLG and how they will win the game, and game one pretty much looked exactly like that, to be honest.
Yep, certainly did. Of course, IG had a very strong awareness of all the teleports. They protected their AD carry, and they did a whole bunch of work in the team fights and in the 5v5s.
Now, heading into the second game, we do have a very special jungler heading in for Invictus game. You look towards BLG, no roster swaps, but on the opposite side, we'll be seeing him in a second, but it is Kid coming in for the jungle now for Invictus Gaming. Rustian, this is his final day in the LPL. This is retirement day for Kid. And it's been a long time coming. Coming in, I believe, Season 2. He's been around for pretty much forever in the LPL, but this is his final hurrah.
Yeah, special moment right now for Invictus Gaming, all of Invictus Gaming's fans, and for Kid specifically. Being able to come on stage and actually have a last hurrah before he does officially retire is a big moment for IG. And you feel a little bit bad for Bilibili Gaming personally. Right now you've got to deal with Kid being on the other side. It's his last game, he's retiring. You don't want to beat him, but at the same time you have to win. There's a very tearing moment for BLG, but for Kid, for IG, they should just celebrate this for what it's worth. He gets to play jungle as well. It's Ning being subbed out. He's not going to play AD carry, I wish. Not the case.
Now, Kid has gone pretty much around the world as well in terms of roles. He was an AD carry, then he moved to jungle as well, and always comes in to save IG when they most need it. You know, he always comes in at the last moment to bring it all together, kind of in the same way that, you know, some of the OG players like Clearlove comes in. It's just like he comes in when the team desperately needs it. Kid has done the same. We get to see him today. You also saw him already at the stage. He actually came in during the break and the crowd was cheering. It was actually a really heartwarming moment, honestly, seeing Kid there just getting an extra bit of stage time before the game.
We agreed he was Batman before the show, didn't we? He came in
IG
precisely when IG needed him for some at least mental support. It wasn't that he's an extraordinaire in the jungle. In fact, last time we did see him jungle, his mantra was just attack the winning lanes even further and make sure they win by more.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a losing lane. He doesn't go there. So thankfully for IG, all three lanes tend to win. He has his pick of the litter.
He is. He really does. And, you know, before it was actually him and Duke in the top lane. Now we pretty much have the Shy only for Invictus Gaming. But we almost always saw Kid with Duke in the top lane having that kind of 2v2 duo coming out there. And that's when Kid came in, because it felt like Duke was more comfortable with Kid in the jungle than he was with Ning. And then we'd see Ning with the Shy, of course. But just to talk about Kid some more, you know, this guy is pretty much a legend in his own right. And, you know, we're talking about him in recent days. But that was kind of almost sullies the image of what Kid used to be. Because Kid was like a powerhouse back in the day.
Okay, so recent Kid will be attributed to 443, which is a giant meme of damage that he deals. But if you don't remember the old Kid, just remember the old Corky and just imagine that he was one of the best at it you've ever seen in the whole world.
Exactly, and we get to see him one more time today. For now, though, we are going to send it over to the casters to get us into game.
Potentially one last hurrah for Kid in the jungle for Invictus Gaming, but BLG going to try their hardest to stop just that and deny him his opportunity for a final win and send it to game number 3.
I mean, it pretty much gives you the exact tone of how Invictus Gaming are taking this game. We were talking about this in the narrative, we were like, you know, BLG versus IG might be the final hurdle for IG to overcome, to really just cement, because they've taken down all the other heavy hitters, save for RNG. They're going to get their shot back at them when they go back into domestic conference, but this is kind of like the last big team in cross-conference for them to face. Like, sub and Kid. We don't need Ning. We can do this with the sub jungler.
Let's see if they can, because it'll be a big, you know, feels-good story for IG. Putting in Kid for one last game. He's been around since the beginning.
Yeah, Kid is a legacy player. He's played since before the LPL existed. Kid was playing in the League of Legends Chinese scene. If names like PDD, Illusion, Zatai, Kid, and Xiao Xiao come to mind, that's because that was the Season 2 Invictus Gaming legendary squad, the squad that challenged World Elite, and World Elite were undeniably the best team for a good portion of Season 2. It was kind of split up between Moscow 5, CLG EU, and World Elite, and IG were one of the few, if not the only teams that could take it to WE when they were at their height, and a lot of that was because of Kid.
Used to be an AD carry, subbed in as a jungler a few splits ago. now is going to end his career as a jungler for IG. He's going to do that in game number 2 here, where IG already one game up against BLG. The first few picks and bans have gone through. It's Varus, Alistar, and Tahm Kench are the 3 bans from BLG. Galio, Azir, as well as Sion taken away by IG, and Xayah the first pick.
I'm going to say that this is the classic Mafa Invictus Gaming special of the triple ban mid lane. Yes, Sion is most recently a top laner, but he has also played in the mid lane. And Invictus Gaming run this strategy a lot. And why they do it is that they put pressure on BLG to prioritize rotating a mid laner before second rotation of bans, because they don't just want to get choked out. And what that does is it gives Rookie the counter pick as the last selection before secondary ban phase, and then utilizing second ban phase, first pick or last pick, they then secure the counter pick for the Shy in the top lane. So IG actually really like running red side. They do this strategy a lot, and it essentially means that they're always going to get that counter pick.
They get a decent combo for themselves with the first 2 picks they pick up. Sejuani and Braum, the 2 passive winter combos being picked up here. I'll be heading into the jungle for Kid, as well as the support for Baolan in the bottom lane. BLG do a similar strategy here, picking up not only the Xayah as well as Rakan, but Ryze as well in the mid lane for Athena.
And you could see that Athena was bouncing between the Cassiopeia and the Ryze, possibly even just hovering up for Rookie and just being like, I know, you have the Orianna, you have the Cassiopeia, you have the Talia. I know you've got something that you're going to be comfortable to taking into this matchup, and it looks like it's going to be Talia. He's going to reach, he's going to try to help out Kid with the strong lane priority that Talia gets with her push power, and the ability to follow Ryze's roams.
Trying to make sure they stay relevant across the map, making sure that BLG can't do what they tried to do in that first match, which is lock down Rookie in the mid lane and try and rotate Amazing J down to mid lane. Gonna have to figure out if that was a missed ban coming out from IG or if it's just a bug, a visual bug at the moment. We'll get confirmation on what they're banning out soon. Nah was the first ban that came out from BLG.
And now the scary thing is that if you throw 2 bans at the top lane, Invictus Gaming have either the option that they can then grab the 3rd top laner to squeeze that champion pool even more for AJ. We talked at the beginning of this series that AJ doesn't necessarily have the largest effective champion pool. You can actually push him out of champions that he's comfortable playing, or you then just let him take whatever he wants. You can get the counter pick anyway. Like I said, IG, they're all about win lane, win game, and this should be no different for how they're setting up their draft.
And their 2 bans for IG was Zac as well as Kha'Zix. Those are visual bugs on their side, so apologies for that. Whereas BLG, you can see exactly what they've banned out here. As another ban thrown out towards the Shy. It's going to be Jace.
2 top lane bans. The Shy has completely dominated and taken over games on the Jace, just like he did in Vladimir in game number 1. So
hello! It's the League of Draven! Jackie Love gets his signature pick in the match where IG run Kid in his final game of his career. Sorry to cut you off, Rosker, but I saw the look on his face, and it was coming.
I'm taking notes. I'm just like, yeah, and then Invictus Gaming, you know, if they give away the Vladimir, it means that the Shy will go towards the Cho'Gath. He's going to have no problem with this matchup. And Jackie Love's like, no, Kid. I understand it's your retirement, but I'm going to show you how to really AD carry here. And he takes, like you said, his signature pick. This is hilarious. This is BLG saying, you ban out all of these top laners, or to take the Vladimir, or to take the Camille. You're not getting anything.
Yeah, we're taking all the flex picks of the last 2 picks, so you can't do whatever you want in the top lane. But still, it's meant to be the Kid, the star of the show. It's meant to be his final game, but you know, Draven just takes all that fun away.
Of course, Draven would. That's so Draven.
Cho'Gath is the final pick that comes out for IG, though, to go up against Vladimir in the top lane.
Yeah, so expected the fact that they take away the Camille, just making sure that the Shy is not going to get anything that he wants. He then reaches for the Cho'Gath. We've seen EG actually brought this pick out against AJ's Vladimir when they faced them in week number 4, and AJ did not have a good time against Ray. And I can only imagine that he's had some practice, he understands how the matchup works, and hopefully it's going to go better this time around.
He saw what the Shy could do on Vladimir. He wasn't able to shut him down with the Camille pick, so BLG take both, and Amazing J now has his chance to show what he's worth heading into that top lane. This is more of a... Look, I'm going to ignore what Jackie Love's picked up going to this game, but it is more of an IG standard composition. You have a very fun rotating mid laner. You've got teleport in the top lane in a lane that the Shy can push, as well as good jungle troll with a Sejuani.
Is that what we're going to call them now? A fun composition from Invictus Gaming? Like, again, the fact of the matter is that IG are picking Draven, they've got Kid in the jungle, they're like, this should be an easy win. lane, and BLG are like hardcore. We're gonna take the double flex pick to deny the Shy. We're gonna put AJ on one of his signature champions. We're gonna pull up the Camille jungle. Athena's gonna get to play the Ryze. Aside Rakan bot lane. Like, they are trying real hard right now.
Rightfully so. Take a look back at the last match. BLG were picking up team fights. They were taking it to IG and showed that they were no pushovers. But still, all eyes are going to be on IG for this match. You've got a legend returning, heading into the jungle for his final game of his career. Kid on your screen right now. He's played from the start all the way to the finish with IG from the very beginning. And then you've got the rookie, JackeyLove, picking up his signature champion of Draven, all in one match.
Camera couldn't care less about JackeyLove. JackeyLove, take a backseat. This is Kid's time to shine.
Oh, he's going to try and see if he can, because he has picked up one of his signature champions, but it is Kid's time to shine. His final game in the LPL. We've harped on this time and time again. He's been around forever, and they have to pick up a win. Not only is it the final hurdle for IG, before they move back or throughout the rest of cross conference, going back into their regular conference, to cement themselves as one of the best teams that the LPL has seen in a while. But also a chance to send a message to the rest of the teams that we are nothing to be messed with. Send a message to RNG who they want to face up against. They go into game number 2.
Plenty of Kid supporters in the audience. We're still going.
All right, please tune in tomorrow as we'll bring back the casting for League of Legends. We'll let the crowd take over for now.
This is like gonna turn into a fist fight. Is anyone checking if the crowd's okay down there?
Oh, goodness.
Okay. We've got some interesting level 1 action to take note of. It has been a full-fledged invade from BLG. They've placed all of their early trinkets down and had full control over Kid's jungle. So Kid, last game in the LPL, it's not going to come easy. In response, Invictus Gaming have moved to his red buff.
Yeah, they're saying, you know what, sure, you want to take ours? I'm going to go over towards yours. So Shy says, I will fight both of them. He's going to take a lot of damage for that. Hook shot comes out from SKS as well.
I changed my mind.
He was just trying to deny as much as he can. Somehow Amazing J took a lot of damage as well, so it should be fairly fine for the Cho'Gath in the top lane.
It does mean that the Cho'Gath's going to come into the lane, I believe, down a pot. I think he popped it as he was leaving there. Naturally, he does have some... What is this cheese?
Oh no, it's a Kleptomancy Vlad in the top side of the map as well for Amazing J. He's going to be making bank on that champion, even going for the Spell Thief's Edge. Please make these two things stop. Make these support items stop. Make Kleptomancy stop.
There is so much Gouda happening right now, but let's take another look at Kid. Invictus Gaming Kid's career stats. Wow, 1,500 close to kills. We can get him the extra 25, can't we? We can get him over the line.
25 in this match alone?
25 in this match.
I think you can do it.
Okay.
68 months. My goodness. With Invictus Gaming. 351 games. It's the 3rd most games played for a single player in the LPL. I love how they just casually throw out in the stats, like how many times this man has died. This is how many times he has fed. Basically, that's what they're trying to say.
Maybe he's dying for a good cause.
Look. I mean, whatever helps him sleep at night, I guess.
I've seen his supports. I would take a bullet for Xiao Xiao. Just to keep that Sona alive a little bit longer.
But getting back into this matchup, SKS was able to pick up his own blue buff after trying to make a cheesy gank attempt towards the top side of the map.
He's still making a cheese. Look at this. They've got a big wave that's pushing up. The ping's going down. Are you brave enough? Can you do it, SKS?
It's even a minion dematerializer picked up for Vladimir, so really trying to reverse this lane. There should be advantages for the Shy. He's so low now, though.
Yeah, the Shy taking a ton there. He's all out of pots. He's popped it right now. Here comes the potential dive. AJ has to get the aggro to draw with W.
Let's see if he does. He does get the aggro there. The Shy tries to flash away, but the low sleep comes out from SKS. Big minion wave as well on the top side of the map.
Beautifully executed right there, making sure that Vladimir went first, that he would get the initial tower aggro so he could drop it with W, then trades over to SKS, and he just walks out of it. Even better, though, is that the kill went to the Camille into the jungle.
Whereas in the bottom lane, you can see the runes that have been picked up by Draven here. Going for sorcery first, picking up Airy, and moving into precision, even as Gathering Storm.
He's like, it's Kid in the jungle. This could take a while. Give me my Jin Air room.
Oh, you're against Bilibili Gaming, who do like to take it to late game for as long as possible.
And we've talked so much about Kid. If you haven't heard us talk about it in Champions, like, it should also be noted that this is JackeyLove's signature pick. He is a well-known Draven player. Haven't gotten to see him pick it up in the LPL quite yet, much to my dismay.
I mean, we see people hover the Urgot from time to time. We think there's no way he's going to do it. Sometimes they do, but when Jackie Love hovers Draven, it's like, eventually. This will happen, whether you like it or not. He is just going to lock it in. And he has here in the final match for Kid for Invictus Gaming. However, it's been BLG who have been proactive so far. Kid has been spotted out there. Zombie Ward was placed in earlier by SKS.
Yeah, so making sure that Kid can't even up anything that happens up into the top lane. Meanwhile, mid.
Rookie taking a lot of damage, trying to defend the Raptor came. Actually shoves back SKS, and Kid's looking to try and see if he can jump in here. Doesn't go forward, but forces 2 flashes out of Bilibili Gaming.
And we've talked about how Jackie Love is the OG Draven player. Should be noted that Rookie is the OG Taliyah player. He spent many a week feeding his face off on this champion in the LPL, trying to get it right, and he finally did, and now he is possibly the best Taliyah player in the world next to the likes of someone like Crown. So always a treat when we get to see Rookie pull out this champion, and hopefully with Invictus Gaming on an 8-series win streak, he'll get to take it to the international stage.
Showcasing his fancy footwork right there in that gank attempt from SKS. Resulted in 2 flashes for Invictus Gaming. And we saw earlier in game number 1, it was also BLG that picked up first spot. It was, however, in the mid lane going up against Rookie. However, Kid is actually going to be in... He's trying to invade, I should say, against SKS, taking a lot of damage. This one does have the Shy coming. Ultimate comes out from Rookie, separates Rise, that allows Kid to pick up a kill for himself. 1 step closer to that 25, but they've caught out Rise as well. Kid should be able to charge shortly once that's off a cooldown. Ruperson comes in, can't quite get the W intact. But they will go forward. Rookie flashing, throwing another rock. Not enough. And AmazeJ, oh no, this is not good for Taliyah. He flashed forward, somehow still alive. AmazeJ uses a segue pull. Can they take him down? He does! The Kid gets a 2nd kill.
Rookie's a god. That's all I've got to say. That was crazy. Cuts back into the bush. Is able to get out of range of the AJE. And Kid's like, thanks, mate. This one's for all of the times that I camped your lane.
Look, I've been in this arena when we've had matches like EDG going up against IG, RNG going up against IG, but I've never seen or heard the crowd this vocal for anyone but Kid. Everyone is just cheering for this man.
He is a fan favorite. You have to understand that IG's bot lane, when you had someone like Xiao Xiao that was famous for throwing his Sona ultimates backwards, and Kid's just standing next to him like, they're that direction, please. It's been a long time coming, and it's nice to see him be rewarded here. So invade by Kid, his team responds to him, ganks with him, and then just Rookie's fancy feet work here.
You know, the funny thing about this is Rookie threw out his Q first before flashing, so he only gets 1 rock. That's how good at Taliyah he is, and then he does this.
Able to dodge out the E. There's no vision in the brush. AJ has to check with his face, hoping the W is enough to take down Taliyah. Blue suede shoes, Kid picks it up.
And with that, IG able to get 2 kills for himself, all going over towards their jungler. Kid, substituting in for Ning in this matchup. And what I was trying to talk about earlier was the fact that IG, similar story to game 1. BLG picked up first spot, although it was in the mid lane. This time went over towards the top side of that. SKS getting a gank on the Shy. However, in game 1, at 15 minutes, the CS difference between the 2 teams was 47 ahead in favor of IG. Really showing how they are the more dominant laning phase team.
And they've always been dominant, particularly around their top side on the map, and that is going to be no different this time around. Kid and Rookie continuously invading SKS, now punishing, removing the blue buff, and there is a possibility that now they look top lane. They've got the control wards.
Just no ultimate available for Rookie. Used it to separate SKS as well as Athena during that invade on the blue buff
I was going to
first
say,
time round.
the bigger issue is that Kid is only level 5. I had a suspicion that it was going to be a single camp until he got level 6. Now that he has his ultimate, AJ, get out.
Gets out.
Oh!
He wanted to cancel it, doesn't get it.
Felt that the wind on his face there.
Yep, the whip was in the air, just wasn't fast enough. Rookie still being very aggressive in this mid lane against Athena. Does have Sejuani in his back pocket.
Athena smartly, though, playing towards the bottom side of the lane, knows that Kid is on the top side, realizes that he's got that ultimate available.
Here he comes,
No
throws
flash.
out the ultimate as well. He's gonna get flicked back. Is that another one? Yes, it is! Make it 3 for Kid!
Are you feeling that 25 kills? Are you feeling 1,500 fish?
Look, his name might be Kid, but it should be Kid at this point. Looking to lock down Road now in the bottom lane. Jackie Love gets some good damage. BLG will turn this one back around.
This is just going to be a drive-by. SKS is being herded like sheep here.
He's going to use his ultimate to try and lock down Rookie. Rookie stands at the edge of that. Road and Jinjiao pushing forward. Baolan comes to his aid. Kid is making his way down as well. 4 member strong in the bottom lane for Invictus Gaming.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kid actually went on the other side of the Dragon Pit. If he had stuck with Rookie, that would have been another dead Camille. But SKS manages to scrape away with his life.
This is an aggressive Invictus Gaming in this early game. Very different from game 1 so far.
When IG have nothing to lose, when they just get to have fun on the Rift, they are a terrifying team. Like, they looked clean in game number 1, and I can only imagine how out of control this game's going to get if they're just jovial, laughing, looking at Kid, trying to set him up.
Oh, it just looks like they're trying to give him all the kills at the moment. I don't think Rookie tried to take that last one.
Like I said.
It's very strong. Sejuani's been able to complete her jungle item, going for the full Cinderhulk pickup, nice and early, just 10 minutes into the match.
But now it's a matter of what Kid is actually going to do with this type of gold. So far it's been to continually invade SKS, but SKS actually has a window right now where Kid went back into base, he cleared out the orb, he realizes that Sejuani's not in the top side, and he has the potential to gank again on Cho.
Oh no, Jin Zhao in trouble. Jackulov trying to move forward for this one, forces both of the bottom lane duo to use a summoner spell to get away from Draven. He's got 110 CS. He's been stacking up his passive, yet to die here. A kill for Jackulov would snowball him so far ahead.
And at this point, it's going to be a very easy read from IG to be like, the bot lane is whittled down, the tower is low, we understand that their jungler's on the top side of the map. We're actually just going to walk down together, and Road and Jin Zhao will have to respect. Jin Zhao is just trying to clear the creep wave as quickly as possible to dissuade Invictus Gaming from trying to dive
They're
this.
trying to cut them off. There is a flash available for Jin Zhao, but none for Road. Just uses dash forward. Here comes Rookie, shoves him back. He gets his first kill. Jin Zhao forced to run away, but Rookie still throwing rocks, gets the double kill in the bottom lane.
He stopped moving.
He thought he was dead. You are not dead, Rookie. Somehow all the lucky stars are on IG's side right now.
Oh, cut out towards the edge of the turret aggro, moving at the perfect angle to drop it. That moment when he just presses S, he's like, it's over, boys. Oh my god, I'm alive.
This is one of those games where you're just feeling so confident, so hyped up, that right now the team comp should be, all right, let's get Rift Herald to dance. That's the mission for this match. Rift Herald is going to dance.
The fact that Rift Herald has, I've only seen it dance in a single competitive game at Worlds is absurd. But Invictus Gaming, yeah, I can assume that that's probably going to be the next goal here. We take another look at this dive. This is a perfect microcosm for the mentality that IG have. The fact that Kid is like, ah, 1 kill, I'm done. Rookie's like, no, no, no. All the kills.
My goodness, that turret was even on their side. That's a competitive ruling, so bottom lane in the turret.
He's like,
BLG.
it's Kid's last game.
Rookie is going to pick up blue buff for himself, as well as that double kill early. He already has a Saris Embrace being picked up for Talia in the mid lane.
So the adjustments to Saris Embrace, of course, upgrading to Archangels, you now have 1400 mana available to you. The AP was tuned down a little bit, but the passive still pretty much the same. You got the Awe passive as well as the Mana Shield passive. So looking for that mana so he can continue to push forward into the lane, as well as have a bit more defensive utility. And when you're playing Talia as aggressively as Rookie is, getting in their face, trying to follow up with the Pebbles, doesn't help to have some added benefit, added shield, added durability.
Now you're just going to go back to farming up in this laning phase. About 1,000 gold ahead of BLG, so BLG shouldn't be too sad about the current situation. They'd be happy to hold on to 1,000 gold of a deficit and wait for a big team fight later on.
Yeah, especially with their composition. This is a pretty classic BLG comp. They still have the ability to play side lanes with Camille and Vladimir, but it should be all about the 5v5, and theirs is very potent and powerful.
In fact, trying to look to lock down Rookie, but here's Kid. He wants revenge against SKS. He's using the ultimate to try and get away from this one. Does have the melee physical shield, but Kid flashes forward, gets a kill for himself. He wants Athena as well. Make it a double for Kid.
5-0-2 right now for his send-off game. Him and Rookie, the Talia Sejuani combo. We're seeing how it works again and again. The ultimate comes out. It gives a perfect flip for Talia, and now they're on their way bottom.
Oh, they're going towards the bottom side of the map. Jin Zhao and Road are stuck here. If Kid can do this again, I don't want him to retire anymore. He just looks so good. Teleport's coming down for IG. They lock down Sejuani first. Baolan still holding on to turret aggro as Amazing J flashes forward, looks for a kill on the support. Baolan gets a heal from Jackulov. That might be enough to keep him alive. IG saved their support, and they're still pushing for this bottom turret.
Oh my god. They keep grabbing tower aggro with the wrong person. Though. Just take the tower. It's fine.
Rookie
Just
picks
let
up
them
turret
live.
aggro.
They have families.
Still trying to shove people back. BLG want to continue stepping forward, but they get what they came for, which is that bottom lane out of turret. Meanwhile, the Shy is just, you know, happy camper top side of the map, just farming up.
He's the only guy not having fun. Everyone else is like, they're exploding all over the map, they're having a good time, they're diving towers, the Shy's just like, I'm playing Farmville up here, I'm on Facebook.
Oh, here's that again in the mid lane, as Kid picks up a double kill off the back of this.
Yeah, and it's just, again, it's that classic combo, the Sejuani ultimate comes out. We don't see it chained back to back there, but every other time it's been Sej ult or Sej CC into free flip from Talia. And right now, the Kid is just running rampant in this game.
5-0-2. Why is he retiring, FLICKR? Like, no, just let him play.
And here's the thing, this isn't a show match. This is an actual on-the-books competitive game right now, and this just shows how far ahead Invictus Gaming are over the rest of the LPL. Gone are the days of the EDGs and the RNGs and the WEs. This is IG. They are no longer a dark horse. They are the horse. They are first place, and they are the only bet that you need to be making on the LPL.
Like you said, they've already run through most of this cross-conference. BLG were one of their last tests. I mean, Snake, EDG, who cares anymore for IG? The last remaining test for them is to go back against RNG and say, look, since we picked up the Shy, since we've learnt our new tricks, you mean nothing to us, and try and get a revenge victory there. What the heck? The Rookie Express gets him out. Somehow SKS follows through. Now going to be able to lock him down with the ultimate. Rogue's trying to collapse. Rookie's still alive. How? I have no idea. Finally, Jinjiao's going to be able to get a snipe with his Q. Balan's not able to protect his mid laner, but Kid's in there looking to lock them down. Jackie Love's charging forward. Already has a Bloodthirster complete. Showing off on the backside. Gets a chomp for himself. And Jackie Love gets his first kill. Draven's all stacked up now through his passive. And IG are going to push through mid lane.
And that's going to be a huge cash in. Here comes
Wait,
Kid.
what? They don't want a turret. They want to go for a fight. Amazing J with a 4-man ultimate. Vladimir is going to be able to get one over towards Athena. BLG going to chase back in for this one. SKS is in trouble. Jackie Love gets one for himself. Fighting against Amazing J over the wall. Somehow still trading 1-for-1.
Get him, AJ. Get him off your lawn.
2-0-0 for Draven here, picking up so many stacks off the back of that fight for his passive. But here's how it all started.
And here's the FedEx Express and get canceled. The fact that he just runs face first into me, I was like, oh, I didn't know you were here. Rookie, of course, gets picked off at the start of this fight, but again, the mentality that Invictus Gaming are in, when they're having a good time, when they're just getting to flex, they're looking at this like, 2v4? Can you do this? Jackie Love's like, I'm blast platting over. I'm coming in, guys.
Gets 2 kills for his team here, throws out the ultimate nice and early. Balan does a good job of locking everyone down. But at the end of that fight, they could have settled for taking a turret.
Look at his face. That's not a face that settles. Jackie Love just cackled. He's got his Bloodthirster in his back pocket. He's got another BF sword.
That felt like Kid saying, we're diving, and the team saying no, and Kid saying, we're diving. Like, you don't get a say.
You don't understand.
I'm the veteran. I've been here the longest. I get to speak.
Second player in the LPL. I know what I'm doing.
Well, he's 5-5. I'm not going to question that. He's actually looking really good in this match so far. Trying to catch out Road as well. He's able to jump away and secure vision on his side of the jungle. IG looking to try and take Rift Herald for themselves.
And you can see that Rookie is actually set up just dissuading BLG. He has his ultimate available. Likewise, he could throw some pebbles. Now that the Rift Herald, that they feel they have complete control, he's just going to move out of the area. But doing a good job setting up some red zone defense.
They've got almost 4,000 gold lead to work with here, IG. 33,000 to 29,000.
And the nicest thing is the fact that Draven was finally able to pick up some kills and to cash in on a lot of those stacks. That all of their gold isn't only on Kid's Sejuani, as we're now going to force the Rift Herald, force down mid lane, and it's a question of how much are IG really going to push in here? It's just going to be the drive-by? Looks like it is.
No one else going to stick around, so turret's going to fall. But SKS looking to try and start a fight. Kid's able to charge away.
And the reason being is that they can see that the Shy is up into the top side. So there was an opportunity that if SKS had gotten a hold of them, that it could have been an advantageous fight as long as they immediately popped someone and disengaged. But otherwise, BLG is starting to bleed around the map.
At least try and force him to use his teleport as well, which is up for both the top laners in this matchup. Amazing J, we weren't, due to all the chaos in this match, not able to talk about him too much. He did go for Kleptomancy on Vladimir with the Spell Thief's Edge, so he's going to be making bank with the 2 Bandit passives that he would get in this game. Going for the Proto Belt first after the Eye of Watcher.
Yeah, he's also holding on into his minion dematerializer, so recognizing that the possibility of needing to use that later on when we have these buffed up cannon minions will hang around.
If and when we get there. as IG just able to take down a Cloud Dragon for themselves. Nice and easy. The Shy will get another stack on his ultimate for it as well.
He is a big boy right now.
Big Cho'Gath.
So I'm going to run this by you. We can see the Shy on his player cam right now. Does he not look exactly like the Persona 5 main character?
Oh my goodness, that's him.
I just needed that confirmation.
That is him.
Press 1 in chat if you agree.
Now, you already mentioned he's not going to have too much of a good time here. It almost seems like, you know, you've got Rookie picking up his signature Talia, something he's worked so hard to become the best on. Jaculov getting the Draven. Balon's going to have fun within the bottom lane. In fact, they're looking to try and lock down Rookie. He's not having fun anymore. BLG just delete him.
The teleport, I was going to say, looked like it's been completed.
Don't finish that. Whereas the Shy just playing roleplay on Cho'Gath, just pushing the bottom lane. Jin Zhao trying to flash away from Jaculov. They get a summon a spell out of him.
Yeah, that's desperation. Take a look at where Kid is on your map. If Sejuani was possibly with Jaculov and Balon there, maybe Invictus Gaming could have traded Rookie's death for something. But because Sejuani wasn't with the team, it's just going to be, you know, some basic chip damage on this tower.
Yep. Good proactive plays from BLG. They're able to take down bottom lane Outer, rotate top lane, get a kill, and take down top lane Outer as well. So slowly making their way back into the match. Just about 3,000 gold behind IG, similar to the position they were in game number 1.
And they're getting pretty close to where their composition is really going to become strong. You're still looking at a couple of items for Ryze and Xayah, namely 1 as well as completing. So they're about 1.5 right now. But when BLG get to that point and Invictus Gaming haven't snowballed hard enough, things could go pretty sideways for IG. The fun could stop there.
Funnily enough, the saving grace for IG is that they've been able to snowball in this match, because last game it was the BLG show. They were the ones making proactive plays. They were 6 kills to 1 at this point in the match. And that was able to allow them to keep a 4,000 gold deficit against IG. This time around, IG was the proactive team, and that's allowed them to be 4,000 gold ahead.
It's allowed them to have their completed Bloodthirster Infinity Edge on Draven at this point in the game. He's going to hit like a truck.
A little bit disgusting as IG look to try and pick up Baron for themselves, using the Talia wall to separate them. They can see you, Rookie. Those wards spot you out. Cute play coming out from IG. Doesn't work. Realm Walt's coming in from Ryze. IG say, you know what? We're just going to force this Baron. It's going to start a fight. Rookie's getting locked out. What the heck are you doing in the top lane Tribe Rush? Meanwhile, the rest of IG are trying to get the heck away from Baron. They lock down Jin Zhao. Jaculov and Balon are chasing him down. Jaculov gets that next kill. Will be able to get a kill in return on towards Kid. But Jaculov, he just does so much damage. Can Amazing J kill him in time? Athena's trying to get behind him. Good shield being thrown down by Balon. Picking up those axes. Flash forward. Athena shuts him down. The Shy, the only carry left for IG, wants to try and pick this team fight up for his team. But Amazing J is just hunting him down, slowly chasing down the Cho'Gath, waddling away as fast as he can.
I'm revoking Rookie's God status for the rest of this series. He is now Hercules. We have sent him down to Earth.
Down to Earth.
He needs to prove himself, reascend.
He's no longer a god. He's just a demigod for Oscarin. That's 2 times now he's been caught out. Not sure what he was doing.
Didn't do anything for the team fight. He basically came around this corner, saw AJ, was like, ah, crap, and then flashes away and dies.
He just goes up, he says, oh, that's a Vladimir. Help.
Good attempt right there. Meanwhile, the Shy loses so much of his health tanking the tower. The big issue is now we kind of get to see the weaknesses of Draven. So there's a reason why Draven isn't a, I'm going to call him viable pick in meta. And it's simply that in these big team fights, he has this giant target that tells you exactly which way he is going to be orb walking to maintain his damage. And if he ever drops one of those axes, his damage drops off considerably. So it just makes it that much easier to create traps for him, or, you know, flash on his face, lock him up and pop it.
Oh, they're trying to lock him down again, but Road misses everything onto the back lines of that 80 carry. Kid tries to turn this one back around, and Road's going to be the first to fall in this team fight. Slowing down Jin Zhao, forced to use his ultimate. Balon tags him with the Winter's Bite, but it's not enough to follow up with more picks for the team.
But still feeling confident, Rookie's back in position. He's like, I'm not going to die this for free this time, guys. We can actually do this Baron, especially with Cho'Gath. We have security over the Smite, but here comes Smite, here comes the Chomp, and there goes the Talia wall.
And this time, nothing too cute coming out from Rookie. Instead,
This
immediately trying to burst this one down, but BLG get over the wall with the Ryze ultimate. Baron is fairly low. SKS hit the pin, he steals it! Bilibili Gaming steal the Baron! IG now backs against the wall, trying to fight this one out. Jaculov pops like a balloon as Amazing J gets the double, picks up a triple with his life, and they will pick up the 4th. Only Kids left alive.
And the fun stops here. There's not going to be any more smiles on IG's faces because because BLG are now strongly in the driver's seat. Their composition scales terrifyingly well. With the Baron, if they don't just take the structures, they should take the gold lead, but more importantly, it'll be that bridge that they need to get them to the itemization for them to run away with this game.
I can't do this anymore. Send me over to the LCK. I'm going to have a heart attack if I have to cast any more matches where Baron gets bloody stolen away from the opposite team. It just happens every single time, Frostgoon.
Yeah, it's been a problem.
I mean, tell me that a leveled up jungler and a Cho'Gath are able to secure this.
Yeah, hello, the Shy, this is Invictus Gaming. You have Smite and Feast. Please secure the Baron. Thank you.
On top of that, he gets out as well. Cute play from BLG to get behind Invictus Gaming. It's not only secure and steal the Baron, but win the team fight subsequently.
I will say this. I believe it was the ancient and wise Saint Vicious who has said that the team who is stealing the Baron from the back actually have the advantage simply because of the element of surprise. So, surprise, you lost the Baron.
And I've also been told that you cannot outsmite a Cho'Gath. Apparently that is possible as well. IG still looking to go for fights, but Jackie Love's being caught. Thena says, see you, mate.
If anyone knows that you can be outsmart on anything, it's Kid. He got outsmited as a Callista. He had like 20 million rings in that Baron. He missed it.
Look, he's not only trying to relive his days as a jungler, but also his days on Callista.
Just going down memory lane.
Yep, memory lane in his final match. You've got to hit every single point. He's done fairly well for himself, 5-2-7. However, securing a Baron buff, he does not have. And he is a poor Jackie Love. Almost running it down mid there.
Rookie trying to use the ultimate to delay any sort of siege from BLG, but the cannon minion has enough range as well as all of the melees and casters, and they're going to push anyway.
Yeah, and you're meant to cut off the other team from being able to access the turret. Instead, he just kept them locked in there.
I want to point at this, though. So just notice Athena's itemization. He actually completed the new item, the Spellbinder, I believe it's called. And when you stack up to 100 stacks, it has like 200% gold efficiency for the damage that you output. If he runs around and he hits the 100 stack and then drops his load on you, you're just going to pop.
When you activate it, it gives you a percentage-based movement speed that decays over time based on the number of stacks you have. Also, the number of stacks directly correlates to how much ability power you get from activating it as well.
Oh, boom! There we go!
Thank you. There we go. There are all the stats there.
Yeah, and you can clearly read them.
This is Clement.
Yeah, we're going to need an interview for our lower third. Thanks.
But yes, it gives you a ton of ability power if you stack it all the way up to 100. It's a good item for burst mages, and Rise is one of them.
Yeah, I was looking at Evelynn specifically. I thought that if Eve ever came back to the jungle, the only thing is that it's actually very expensive, so it's very, very dangerous and would be considered a snowball item for Evelynn, but would also suit her very well. If you want to continue to experiment with this item, was checking on FLICKR solo queue. He also plays it on Katarina.
They're looking to try and get away from BLG here. IG seem to have found them in the bush. Instead, Kid throws out the ultimate and says, see ya, I don't want to fight.
Wrong warp, where are we going? Going mid?
Going to the mid lane. The Shy was trying to defend that all by himself. Throws down a Rupture. Just knocks them up as they get there, but that turret is easily taken down by Bilibili Gaming.
And this might be the stand for Invictus Gaming. See if Kid throws the ult.
Oh, Road with a 3-man initiation allows Vladimir to get a good ultimate down as well. Balan and Kid are in trouble. Jackie Love returns one for himself, trying to heal back up in this fight. But someone they've traded 1 for 2 so far. SKS and Road have fallen. Rookie says, you are staying inside my house. This is where you stand. This is where you fight. And I get a kill for myself. Athena and Jinjiao now the only 2 left. The AD carry and AP carry. Jackie Love is back. Here comes Draven. Looking for one. Athena's going to fall. Jinjiao dodges away from the knockup. Still slowed down. And he's back again. He wants this one. Step aside the Shy. But it's not going to happen. Jinjiao still escapes. No ultimate available for Draven. He's still trying to run away from this one. We're going all the way zoomed in to try and stop this.
He's got the red buff though, and I think he's created enough distance between him and the Shy to not get hit by the Rupture, but Jackie Love is still chasing.
He's not stopping. Get back over here. No! That's the wrong way!
No,
Go back!
Oh, woo.
I'm upset. Oh no, he's still going.
Oh no!
Can he find him? 8 seconds is the time of the recall. Jackie Love, you didn't check it. He checks it. He got him. Jinjiao! He's gonna fall. No, is he? Jinjiao almost puts up a fight, but Jackie Love says, I am Draven. I am the captain right now.
He had a family. He had children.
Not anymore.
Oh boy. He almost made it. The amazing race.
Somehow IG turn around a team fight inside of their base. Rookie cuts everyone off once he realizes IG was winning the fight. Jinjiao is in tears.
Those aren't the tears of happiness, though.
Oh, no.
I feel like IG are just, they're laughing so hard, they're crying. And BLG are like, what? What is this hell? Please get me out of it. Okay, taking stock.
Taking stock of this game
The
so
mid
far.
inhib has fallen, so Invictus Gaming now have to put a clear priority to that because they have Draven. It's probably most likely going to be Talia. Does mean that there's a smaller window for IG to continue to play aggressive, I'll say. Baron up in 2 minutes, so they do need to start inching forward, getting control of that mid lane priority, and then at least getting a ward on there, and hopefully the Shy can find his R button. Secure that one this time around.
However, off the back of those last few plays, IG yes pulled back the gold a little bit, but for the first time, BLG are in the lead in this series.
But yeah, exactly. The first time this series, they have finally gotten the gold lead.
3,000 gold up, and none of that is on their AD carry. Jackie Love is sitting about 4,000 gold ahead.
Doesn't need to be, though. Again, BLG's composition is really terrifying. These big 5v5s give Vladimir's ultimate to magnify a lot of this damage, or excuse me, amplify a lot of this damage. You then have the Rise that's going to spread it around. Zaya's going to stack on top of that, so they're just going to 5-man death ball, run into IG, press all their buttons, and IG should just disappear.
Amazing J is where all the gold lead is for BLG as well. 4,000 gold up. Yes, a small lead on Athena Road. Is that just a bait? Is it just a ruse? Good SKS has found Jackie Love, but he just heals up for so much of his hit points. Throws out the ultimate as well. SKS comes back out of stasis, but Road jumps back in. Kid's trying to defend him. The Shy has tanked up so much damage for IG. With his Warmox, he's going to heal back up nice and early. Has teleport as well. They were trying to bait out Jackie Love, but IG get the last laugh there.
That one super creep just screwed over the Shy. His Warmox started to proc up, and then the super creep was just like, nah, not today.
Just slaps him.
Oh, teleport.
Road is down. Teleport's coming in for Vladimir. They do it again.
Round
This
two.
is the exact same play, but Rookie gets caught coming off the back of that wall.
No
He is
help
now
for-
very low. Can MSJ get over? There is no flash available for him. Can they do it fast enough? Jackie Love secures it. Where's your chop, the Shy? Where's the spine? Does Jackie Love have to do everything in this game for IG?
To be fair, it's on cooldown. He could take it that time around. The big difference maker, though, was the fact that Athena didn't have the Realm Warp this time around, which meant that BLG didn't have immediate access towards the side of the Baron Pit, which is where everything fell apart for IG the first time.
And they've pulled back the gold. We are now dead even, 32 minutes into this match. Mountain Dragons up and online. IG are going to make the way towards that pit. That will prompt the spawn of an Elder Dragon in the next 6 minutes.
And at this point, we are pretty much late game with almost everyone's itemization. They've at least completed their core, plus probably a fun item, you know, a party bag. And Draven pretty much hit Camille for half her HP. So you have to immediately kill him. It has to be kind of a one punch man wonder.
Oh, God. We already saw how much he healed back up for during that team fight. It was quite disgusting.
It has to be Camille and Rise hitting him at the same time. Credit to the Shy. I was hoping we'd get a replay of that last team fight. Zoned off 3 people by himself.
He's got a Bloodthirster. He's got Lifeline on Mormal Mordius, looking for his second completed Zeal item.
Between Maw and Locket, even if BLG hit him with both Camille and Rise, he should be okay.
They need to throw the kitchen sink and then another bus at him as well, because that's how much it's going to take down Jackie Love here. Almost, or has hit level 16, so rank 3 on his ultimate is available as well. IG have Baron buff. They don't have Banner of Command, but they're still marching minions down this mid lane, waiting for the Shy, who you mentioned the last team fight soaked up so much damage for the team and survived, is walking a minion wave up there.
I love the priority of moving up into the top side. Again, there's less wards that you have available because your jungler can't carry them anymore. It's harder to get that flanking vision to watch out for the likes of SKS, who was setting up for that deep flank. And so instead they move to one side of the map, and they only have to cover one entry point on their right side and take a structure for free.
Moving through the mid lane now. The Shy is walking from top side of the map through the blue buff jungle, but BLG decide they don't want to contest for that objective. Rookie now wants to try and separate the team underneath this turret. Good ultimate comes out, and Shy is looking to try and see if he can jump in. Rupture will land only on towards Amazing J, and IG just get some chip damage on this turret.
The best part of that is he was able to keep Athena just far enough away from Jackie Love, because that's the primary terror here, is that Draven has to possibly get into snare range of Rise whenever he wants to approach the structure. So as long as they can create distance between Rise and Draven, they can siege. But otherwise, as you can tell, IG don't have the greatest siege composition. If the wall is not available to them, they pretty much get 3 shots on the tower and have to back away.
Rise is, however, very massive in this match. Seraphs, as well as the stacked up ROA, And even a Rabadon's death cap being picked up now. His damage is going to be pretty high with the Vladimir ultimate down. Rookie still looking to complete his fifth item, I should say.
That one caster creep was trying to...
He's trying real hard, but the shield helps him out. Stops it from stopping his recall. He's 5,000 gold up over Jin Zhao here. Jin Zhao, luckily for him, although is still working on his fifth item, does have a Zeke's Herald complete from Road, so that should boost up his damage slightly.
Statistically, Jin Zhao is just nothing special in the LPL right now, and it's kind of hard to really put your finger on why. He has very inconsistent games. You know, there was 2017 summer where Jin Zhao was one of the top ADCs in the league, but it's just kind of been a real roller coaster, like Athena, really, and that's really been the IMA BLG curse, is that we know that these players have incredible ceilings out of them, but it's getting them to touch that consistently. And right now, Jin Zhao kind of finds himself in another rut and another slump.
Road's been able to play well so far. He's been fairly consistent for the team, has been that pillar of support that Jin Zhao needs from time to time. His initiations in this series have been really good on Rakan. There's no follow-up from the rest of BLG.
And statistically, you can see that from Road. He's ranked very high in pretty much all the supports. I believe he gets the most gold, does the most damage of any supports, which for a team that's kind of middle of the pack, that is quite impressive, because normally a lot of support stats get inflated by the top teams. Like, usually you would look at someone like Baolan and Mako when they would hold it. Problem is that Road also has an incredibly binary style in that he is only going forward. He is never going back. So when he finds these beautiful engagements, that is awesome. But against someone like Baolan, who plays both the offensive and defensive style, that's when he gets outclassed.
Especially when they're up against a Draven, who is the AD carry for Baolan, who is now about 70 CS ahead of Jin Zhao. He's completed all 6 of his items. Has
Kid,
a pot running as well.
He should have played jungle Ezreal.
Kid?
Yeah. That would have taken it. Ezreal was his signature champion.
One of the first few splits that we saw Kid play in the jungle was when Graves was a jungler.
Yep, Graves.
And we were saying that that's why he's in the jungle now. His AD carries are so prominent in the jungle.
He was one of the best Ezreal players in the world. Fun fact, believe it or not, Kid did go head-to-head with Imp back when Imp was a very prominent ADC and beat him. So Kid was very good at one point in his career. He's probably one of the most underrated LPL players of all time, because you had people like, you know, Uzi and Name and Wei Xiao running around the league that Imp just got outshone, but he had always been a consistent backbone to IG.
Take this with a grain of salt, because if you hit the nameplates in this matchup, I would think that that's Nick, because Kid's doing fine in this match, but that's coming from me. IG, however, Rookie somehow separates himself from his entire team. Not quite sure what he was trying to do with his wall there, but they still get the mid lane inhibitor turret and are locking down Amazing J as well. Forces Sanguine Pool nice and early. That's a crucial cooldown being expended by BLG. SKS does have a flank, but IG already chipping away at this inhibitor.
He's waiting for Amazing J to get his health back, and maybe AJ teleports back in or walks back in. He's going for the TP.
That's a flank TP. This is what BLG are known for. This is the flank they've been executing since they were IMA. Can they do it successfully, though? Because Amazing J is separated from his entire team. No ultimate available for Kid. They're trying to usher him out of that jungle. Exhaust is being used by Baolan as well. This is giving them time to collapse, though. SKS jumps in, takes one spinning axe to the face, and he wants to get the heck out of there. The Shy's taking up damage. He is so low. Now they're going forward. BLG look for the fight. They've killed the tank in the front lines. IG now the ones that are on the retreat. SKS is very low. Still has GA, however.
And the Baron is spawning in 13 seconds. Yes, Kid is still alive. Yes, he has flash. The Shy is dead for 50 seconds, though, with the TP. And instead, they're going for the Elder.
Elder Dragon's already up. Baron comes up in 3 seconds. No top laner for IG. It'll be 30 seconds after this Elder gets taken out before he can respawn.
And BLG are just going to immediately run across the map. I don't know if IG can burn this down quickly enough.
They're going. Athena doesn't have realm walk. Can't get them inside. Good wall comes out from Rookie again. Baron's going to get taken out. Road looked like he wanted to go for a steal there. Baron recalls coming out. 4 seconds for them to jump out of that pit. Kid, you're on top of a one. They can see you. You now need to run for the hills. Can he get out of here? SKS is going to be able to lock him down. Doesn't get the stun, but does slow him. Kid back against the wall against everyone for BLG. He's not going down without a fight, but going down he will. Jin Zhao gets the kill.
And it is merely table scraps for BLG as the observer zooms in. Is it 1,000 deaths yet? Have we gotten there?
Getting closer and closer with every death. He's also getting closer and closer to 1,500 with every kill. 6, 4, and 9 on Sejuani.
Okay, Inhib down now for BLG. It was Invictus Gaming's Inhib, it's now back up. IG have the Baron, they have the Elder, and last time we saw this in the Suning versus FPX game, it was merely a wash. The two buffs just canceled each other out, and that was it.
But that's just number one.
Yeah, more exciting is this means that if this game goes to number 2, we're going to see some ridiculous amplification of stats.
We are either going to see BLG pick up another Elder, and we'll see the incredibly powerful second Elder Drake, or potentially IG force a fight there. Try and stop BLG from picking that up.
And reminder, it's not just the second Elder, it's the second Elder that your team possesses.
So IG still have one Elder Dragon to work with. If they can take it, the next 8 minutes will be good. But SKS is going for a fight. They lock down the Shy. Amazing J is in the back lines, but doesn't get too much damage onto Jackulov. Ultimate comes out. They kill him. Amazing J is dead. The Shy is trying to cut them off on the right side of the jungle. Road shuffle back to Jinjiao, who turns around and stands and delivers, taking down the Youngblood. Jackulov falls. He flashes away from the Rupture as well for a double kill. Only Rookie and Kid left alive.
Jinjiao showcasing that when he does get gold, when he finally gets his itemization, that he can still be that AD carry that we respected back on IMA.
We said it's inconsistent, but it doesn't matter if that one play he needs to make is what's going to be enough for BLG to push for a win. 4 members strong against Rookie, against Kid. Can they end it right here? Still a long time before Jackulov and the Shy come back up. Balance up in 10, but that's just the support. No Baron buff for BLG means they can't push through for the win.
Yeah, unable to get the creep wave up there. Likewise, they need to respond to their side lanes. The Observer showing us right here that there is a massive minion wave that is crashing on this tower and may get it for free because they're about to clear out those minions and switch targets. Taking another look at this though, all eyes really on Jinjiao. I think he plays this fight beautifully, and like we were saying, the unfortunate reality is that Jinjiao has some of the lowest gold share of any ADC in the league. So it may not just be that Jinjiao's underperforming, but simply that he's not given the tools to compare and perform as well as his other counterparts.
Didn't use his ultimate throughout the early engage there. Waited for Road to dash over to him first before going back for the reinitiation. Taking down Jackulov as well, standing delivering. He now has all 6 items complete on his Xayah.
We made it. 41 minutes.
It was such a good start to the team fight as well because Kid was able to snipe off Amazing J after his first attempt at Jackulov's life, lock him down with the ultimate. They get a kill onto the main carry at that point in time for BLG.
It's just the fact that he killed Jackulov. That was the salt in the wound.
He was Saltbad at that point in time.
I feel like I'm witnessing a moment there. Here's a question, Fish. Do we have a name for just the empowered creep? Not the Baron buff empowered one, but just the normal empowered one with Banner of the Command.
Do we have one just for the... Because we were discussing backstage what the super creep is.
I'm a fan of Thomas the Tank.
Thomas the Tank. That's his name if they have both on him, but I think we just called him the Empower Minion if he just has the one. He's not the little boy that we need right now. The little cannon boy.
The little cannon boy. Banning the cannon.
Banning the cannon. I mean, he could be named after Kid after this match. The little kid.
If it's Invictus Gaming's empowered Banner Command.
It's the Kid cannon.
It's the Kid cannon. There we go.
Too bad he doesn't have one this game. We see a couple of tanks picking up. Gives you some decent tanky stats.
There is still time. We could still go back and forth. This is going to be a bloodbath, but I don't think it's over.
Look, unless BLG pick up another what's it called? Elder Drake, that's not going to happen. Sorry, unless IG pick up the next Elder Drake, I should say.
They are very afraid right now. They know that they're in there.
Waiting in for the ball. Balan goes in first. Is he going to die straight away? Yes, he does. Phase checks the brush. They lose their support. But a big flick coming out for Rookie means SKS goes down. MSJ has no W. Realmwell's trying to get them the heck out of there. Protobell cancels it. He gets out. That's a double picked up there. Jackulov's moving forward. IG have already found 2 and they get the reverse team fight.
This is why we don't play in traffic, children. You don't walk across the enemy team. They were just trying to get to the creep wave. They wanted to push the tower, but it was just that split second blindside hit by the flick.
Look, it goes look left, right, then left again. They didn't check for that final left, and IG were right there. Rookie, who has been underperforming, you could say, in this match, gets a big double flick underneath his turret.
I feel bad for Balan. He knew that they were there. The door came up defensively. He's like, someone's got to check. I guess it's going to be me. But that's what you're talking about. Left, right, left again. Didn't see it coming. Flick comes through, and BLG's, all of their tempo, all of their momentum was eaten. And AJ missed his escape there. I think he proto-belted himself out of it.
Look, he was running for the bus so fast, trying to get into it, that he flew out the other side of the bus and didn't quite get on. It was a bit unfortunate. But it does not get the delivery back to safety, and IG used that momentum, used that tempo to take down mid lane in here, but a Baron's coming up in a minute. Elder Dragon number 2 comes up in 2 minutes.
But the two inhibs are both down into the mid lane, so they should effectively be neutralized as long as they take the time to set it up. Here's the trap. But the deep vision behind them, they can't even just set the trap. Yeah, clear it out, take the scuttle crab. Oh, they're scared.
Everyone's up and online. Jinjiao still waiting for his flash, though. That cooldown, that is on cooldown. Amazing J's flash is on cooldown as well.
And they're trying to reset the wards on Balan, which is why he's the one who's taking the back right now. Make sure he gets that extra vision and then get him into position. But it's about staggering these backs, so BLG just get a window to immediately run to something and take control over the area. That is a huge Shogun.
He is massive.
What do they call them in Pacific Rim?
The Pacific Rim Choga?
No, the
the
Kaiju?
I can't remember the name. Pulse would know. I need Pulse right now. He's seen the movie.
Yeah, I got the thumbs up. It's Kaiju. I nailed it. Oh man, I'm just.
You've casted with me long enough. You give me a movie reference, I am either going
I
to
a
butcher it or I would have
weeb
no
yet?
idea what you're talking about. BLG are the ones that are trying to get control over this Baron pit first. Elder Dragon still 45 seconds away, so IG need to force a fight here. BLG try to kite back off away from Rookie's ultimate. In fact, they force the Shy's teleport.
Okay, now you would think that BLG, they've got the TP advantage. Elder Dragon is about to spawn in 30 seconds. They could actually send AJ to the opposite side of the map, and they could try to utilize the TP.
IG can also play this safe. They can say, if we wait long enough, we can give you Baron, and we'll take Elder Dragon so you can't get the second one.
And then the last part of this is, but it's BLG. They're never going to play a side lane. We want to play a 5v5. We are going to kill ourselves over this Baron.
Oh no, everyone is here. Baron's at half health. Kid now spots it out so low. That's a Zaya pullback to get it to 2,000. The Shy's in the pit. They jump in. They want to try and take it. They get it. Kid takes Baron underneath BLG's nose. They go for a full fight. Athena just runs straight into Jackie Love. And it's going to be Rookie that gets that kill. Amazing J is so low as well. He gets taken down. Jackie Love with another. Flashes on Jinjiao's face. Said, you better run it down mid because I'm going to dab all over you. Finally flashes away. IG, they'll pick up the team fight. They're moving towards BLG's face.
And they are just going to run it down the base. Kid has done it. In his final game of the LPL, over 1,300 played, he will win and take Invictus Gaming to a 9-series undefeated streak.
His name is Kid, and that's what he joined the LPL as. He's played for every single season. His final match here, and he's all grown up now. Throwing the reins over towards Jackie Love, the young blood in the team. Pulls out his signature champion in Draven. BLG are stuck against Alia's wall. They pick up all the kills they need, and that's it. IG, they're able to pick up the 2-0 win over BLG.
And it's not just another victory. It's not just the goodbye for Kid. This was the final hurdle. The only test left for Invictus Gaming in cross-conference. And they literally styled on BLG.
BLG tried as hard as they could as well. They had their signature flank with the amazing J deep teleport into the back lines. Almost pulls off a team fight for them. The Baron still comes out in the first Baron attempt. But it's Kid who gets the last laugh. He steals the final Baron with the help of the Shy, the new player for IG. And they continue their dominant run in the LPL. Undefeated since they picked up their new top laner, as well as a legacy player in Kid's final match here today.
One final well-deserved bow. It's been a good run, Kid. But now this new Invictus Gaming, this new powerhouse of the LPL. If you're just tuning in and you don't know what's happened, this is the team to watch. And this is the team to be afraid of.
Step aside, RNG. EDG and WE, who are they? Because IG, they are hot right now. Undefeated, as we mentioned, looking incredibly strong with a unique playstyle that we don't see emulated too much by the rest of the LPL teams.
And again, it's that triple threat, the fact that Invictus Gaming, like 2015 EDG, can pick when and where they beat you. Are they giving potential power to the Shy up in the top lane? Is it going to be their superstar prodigy in Jackie in the bottom lane? Or is it going to be the best mid laner in the LPL for 3 straight years in Rookie in the mid lane?
Unfortunately, it's not going to be Kid in the jungle anymore. In this final match, we see everything is about him right now. This entire match was about Kid in the jungle, substituting in for Ning, who was playing in game number 1, has been the start jungler for IG since the start of this split. He had a fantastic career in the LPL. We still hope to see him around, but unfortunately won't be playing anymore.
I'm sure we'll see him poke his head out in the crowd. He's usually around for the Invictus Gaming games. But congratulations, Kid. It's been an honor and a pleasure watching you play through all of these matches, and I have no doubt that you will be the MVP.
Hopefully he will pick up MVP in his final match for Invictus Gaming. I mean, he did, after all, steal Baron in the final Baron team fight. For now, though, to break down that entire series, let's send it back to the analyst desk.
Thank you so much, guys, and oh man, what a great game! And can we just get some Bible thumps in here, because that was honestly a heartwarming moment, seeing him come back on stage. Kid gets his final game and a victory at that, Rusty.
I'll be honest with you, I got to get 2 things out of the way here. Firstly, yes, it's sad to watch Kid, but secondly, never say dab again, Fish. Now that's out of the way, we can actually break down the game just a little bit more. I'm sorry, it really frustrated me that he even said dab. It's not Fish.
No worries, we got out of our system. Okay, let's start from ground zero, shall we? Let's talk about the composition coming in here, because it was Invictus Gaming drafting Sejuani, left open, and on a serious note, this is the pick that we essentially saw Kid pick up last time we saw him playing. It was the pick that he was good on. If you see Kid come in, if I'm BLG, I just ban it away.
Yeah, he was an AD carry turned jungler that played tanks in the jungle. He played Elise as the only carry that he ever played. The rest of it was Mundo and Sejuani. Like, he actually just played tanks in the jungle position, comes back today, and gets the Sejuani again. So yeah, maybe if BLG were thinking about banning these things away from him, they could have gone towards that. But I'm not even sure they know what he plays. And what I can tell you is that BLG threw everything in the kitchen sink when it comes to their own picks in the draft phase against Invictus Gaming, taking all of the top laners away, banning all of the top laners away, and then last rotation going for the Vladimir Camille and just trying to ruin the Shy's day. Very evident what BLG wanted to achieve through that draft phase.
But the Shy was very much a shock absorber. I mean, like, the rest of his team just needed to win the map, and the Shy just had to basically just bite the bullet for a game, because this is one of the few times that we actually saw the Shy on a pick like Cho'Gath. He has picked it before, but, you know, it's just like, well, I guess I'll just go up here, I'll get destroyed by jungle and the top duo, and then the rest of the map can win. And that's pretty much what we saw.
Absolutely. I mean, from level 2, they camped him in the top lane. They dove him under the turret. They made his life absolutely miserable. But fortunately, of course, for IG, all of this time they spend towards the top side trying to threaten him. It's time that SKS is spending not jungling, and then suddenly Kid's able to get experience advantages and start to utilize that around them.
Yeah, and Kid indeed will be our MVP for his final game in the LPL, so he will be taking that one. He had 11.9% of his team damage, but I will say that is significantly higher than the 443 damage that he dealt in that famous game.
Yep, that's a lot more. If nothing else, he has made a name for himself that he's able to retire with a victory, and that he actually is deserving of an MVP in that retirement game.
Oh yeah.
You'll get to see a bunch of the kills that Kid has coming here. And now note during this, my favorite part is this stage, the crowd is packed. They're all here, they're all IG fans, and whether they knew Kid was going to play or not, they're all here to celebrate him. And the most amusing thing is during all of these kills, the crowd's louder than I've ever heard them before during an EDG RNG
It was
set.
deafening.
They are absolutely going berserk. And of course, there's also a little highlight for Rookie.
I definitely feel like Invictus Gaming were playing off some of that hype coming from the crowd, because the early game was very messy, but it turned into a lot of kills. It was still great play, the mechanics were smooth, but it was a lot more fighting than really you are expecting out of the early game, especially in the LPL and the current patch, but they just kept going at it over and over. What does that result in? More kills and more opportunities for the Kid to try and find those 25. Ultimately not really going to happen on the Sejuani game, but he gave it his best try. He got like 6 or 7 by the end of the game. 7 kills by the end of the game.
Didn't get 25, he got 7. Still a very commendable number for the Sejuani, especially being Sejuani, but he had the right impact. He was working with Rookie incredibly well. These are things that I never thought I would say for Kid playing on someone as Rift, substituting in and thusly retiring afterwards. Honestly, it has been incredible to watch.
Yeah, and at the same time, BLG were like, well, playtime's over. We're going to actually just win this game and take the game through. We're going to force IG to sub out Kid and then bring back in Ning. So they come in with a fantastic Baron steal, turning the game around and actually staying in the game for another 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, this is a crazy big moment for SKS in particular against the Cho'Gath, against the Smite from the Sejuani. He gets over the wall and actually gets out. So just a bandit right there, steals it away. And BLG, you're starting to see these makings of the team composition they've got for themselves. The team fighting that they've got for themselves. It is very potent, very powerful. And the Vladimir from that point onwards is just able to 1v5 everybody.
Yeah.
And that's where IG have to shift their attention, shift their focus. It's like, okay, they're getting serious. Now we have to actually knuckle down a little bit more, buckle up for this ride, and focus Amazing J if he ever exists.
Yeah, because ultimately it was just back-to-back fights for the next 20 minutes, and it was literally just, if enough people died, that was literally just going to be the game, and there were multiple times when it was going to be a BLG win, or when it was going to be an Invictus Gaming win.
Yeah.
I was on the edge of my seat, because I literally just didn't know which way it was going to go.
Absolutely, it was a barn burner of a game, and
Yeah.
I honestly thought that BLG should have won that, but there's these key moments, these key things that, and this is so consistent through all of the mid-tier of the LPL right now, the individual mistakes they're making, the team-based individual errors that they have in the team fights, Jin Zhao not being consistently good throughout all of this game. It was noticeable. SKS, whilst he has these great big moments, he gets himself to Baron still, like, fantastic. Like, that's what you want to see from him. Immediately throws himself at the enemies and dies straight afterwards, or he gets out, Road has to die keeping it. Like,
Yeah.
this inconsistency needs to stop for all of these middle-of-the-pack teams to challenge the top teams, or IG can just do what they did, and that's sit back, scale up, and just be better than you.
Exactly, because it's inconsistency, which is the key word there, because as much as there was bad, there was also good. Jin Zhao, there was a fight in mid lane where he literally just 1v5'd, so the possibility and the potential is there within these teams, within the middle of the pack teams, specifically looking towards a team like BLG, but you're right, it's consistency, shoring it up, and then being as consistent, because when you look to IG, I would say this game is probably more of an anomaly, because they were just playing off of the crowd hype. Yeah, exactly, right? But coming into this game, they were just way more smooth. There were very few mistakes you would see from IG. The picks that did happen on their side was just because like they had to be made, right? We saw Baolan walk into a bush with the door up, and he was like, "Oh, I know this is pretty much a suicide run, but I've got to face check this brush," and then he has to go in there, right? But they all culminated into a final fight that we saw in the game. We're actually going ahead and to take a look at that one, and it was Invictus Gaming actually managing to steal the deal, and Kid coming in with a steal as well.
BLG, of course, forcing this fight, going towards the Baron, but the Cho'Gath Sejuani, they time their combo very well, and even a Cho'Gath without the ultimate still has the Gargoyle Stoneplate, walks into 5 people, and is just completely indomitable, cannot be touched. Meanwhile, Rookie and Jackie Love killing everybody. We will pretend that Rise did not just tactically int on the back end of this fight because we weren't talking about it. You didn't see anything. Definitely don't go watch that back and watch him just walk into someone at int. He totally didn't do it.
Yeah, no worries. Don't cut the tape. Anyways, so in the rest of the fight, though, Jackie Love almost 2 shots to the AD carry. Like, if Jackie Love is able to get on top of someone, he's on his Draven at the end of the day. He's able to just literally pop people. He also got the kill early, so he managed to snowball. That was like 800 gold over to him in 1 kill without the kill gold. So Jackie Love got very fed, got to the point where Draven's strong, and despite him very much just walking into Jin Zhao in another fight, he started to think about his positioning more as the game went on, and we just saw that fight right
Consciously went towards the rapid fire cannon with the static shiv as well as the remnants of his build. Didn't go towards something like the Mercurial Scimitar, something super defensively. Acknowledged that he needs to deal damage, but he's against the Vladimir and he wants to try and outrange it where he can. He's against the Xayah, and if he can outrange the Xayah's auto attacks, he wins the trade. 1 extra auto attack with any Draven in a 1v1, Draven tends to win that just because of the sheer amount of damage he does with the spinning axes. So honestly, I do think that Jackie Love played it for the most part very well. The fact that they could navigate team fights with the composition they had, considering that he didn't have a QSS or a cleanse or a Mikhail's from anyone to keep him alive, does show how good individually Invictus Gaming really are.
And in fact, the only defensive item he had was the Maw of Mortius, and then he had the Berserk Greaves, and he was just like, well, I died in that last fight, I'm going to swap to Ninja Tabbies, and that's going to be my defense item for the next fight. And that was literally it. But that's pretty much for the game and for the day. However, you can see Kid behind us. He's being interviewed right now by Candace, and this is, of course, his final game of the LPL ever. You know, comes in Season 2. I believe his number was 0002. And 003 was Zatai.
Yes.
So this guy is like super OG. A guy is literally a legend in his own right.
There is a crazy thing to consider as well, right? When you look at the old guard here, Uzi is not even one of them. Right now, it's Clearlove, who we don't actually know where he is, and Zatai, as the last remaining people from Season 2 onwards, or from Season 2 specifically, I should say, that is still playing today. Right now, Kid is the last one that was there from the remaining trio, and now it's his turn to retire. He's chosen that today would be the day, and he's actually able to pick up a W on that day, which is amazing to see.
Yeah, exactly, you know, and it's so few players really left from that era, you know, as Frosk was saying, like it was CLG, Moscow 5, World Elite at the time as well, now Team WE, and Kid, who was actually one of the members of that original team in the LPL who were able to stand up to some of those giants. Now, we do have a short video to show you of Kid and his thoughts on his career and how it went over like these last couple of years.
我觉得我职业生涯最开心的时刻是在老 IG 的时候，因为那个时候我觉得我们打比赛都非常有激情，然后我觉得大家5个人都非常信任对方，然后当时在国内和国外都影响力都挺大的，当时的 IG。有很多梗在我身上吧，什么443，还有什么平将军，然后点菜这些，我觉得如果大家能永远记住我，也挺开心的。谢谢一直这么多支持我的粉丝，然后支持我了这么久。我和自爱的话一直是很好的朋友，然后我希望他之后发挥的越来越好。002和003，我觉得我们两个永远是兄弟。我觉得 LPL 这个舞台对我来说意味着刚开始的出道，然后还有现在的谢幕吧。对我来说是人生的一段精彩的回忆吧。LPL 对我的一生影响很大。从 LPL 第一场比赛开始，揭幕战我就在 LPL 了，到现在是我的最后一场比赛。我觉得，希望我们这支 IG 能完成我们这一代老 IG 没有完成的梦想。
Over 550 games in the LPL, and he hasn't even been playing for the whole last split, so this guy has literally been around forever, and it's great to see his career. It's been an honor casting him, and also an honor getting to see him today on his final day.
It's a crazy thing to consider, right? That someone can be a legacy player from just one region as well. He was here since the very first game of the LPL, and you say goodbye to greats like Kobe and things like that in the NBA that have stayed with one team for the entire duration of their career. He's pretty much done the same thing with Invictus Gaming here. He's been a lifetime member of the team, and he's taken them to their highest highs, and he's hoping that the new IG roster can move on in his stead and do even better and unreachable things. It's a cool thing to see from Kid.
It really is, you know, an incredible career, and also the amount of, like, just seeing his career KDA as well was actually pretty crazy, the amount of kills. And,
yeah, he's actually got a pretty good
KDA.
Yeah,
you know, I was actually surprised the amount of kills he had over the depths. I was like, hang on a minute, because a lot of people, you know, in recent memory think of him, and he even said it himself, the memes, like the 443 damage, like he's going to be remembered for, but back in the day, the guy was a monster, you know, most of that work was done back in the day when he was challenging some of the great teams around the world. But that is going to do it from that. We are going to take a look at how the rosters, standings, and everything else is looking so far. So let's go ahead and take a look at how the standings are doing right now in the LPL, because things, of course, have shifted a little today. Invictus Gaming now on a 9-game winning streak, 9-series game winning streak, I should say. 10-1 right now, only dropping their first series of the LPL here against RNG. And on the opposite side, you can see Snake, EDG. None of that has changed today.
Yeah, IG now sitting at 10-1. They look like they are completely untouchable. In fact, the only team that can touch them is Rogue Warriors right now, or so it feels. But there is a scary thing to consider with RNG sitting below them in 3rd place, though the distance is 4 whole games. There's Uzi back in the roster. They're looking like a reinvigorated side. IG look like they can be beaten, but they still currently look like outright the best.
Oh yeah, 100%. Even watching them today, the fact that they can sub in someone like Kid and say, well, we're still strong enough.
Still win,
yeah, exactly. Our core is still so strong that we can still beat a team like BLG, who are probably middle of the table towards upper middle of the table as well. So really good stuff out from them. We are going to take a look at also our schedule for tomorrow, which will be starting off with WE against LGD, also rounding up the day with JD Gaming and OMG.
I mean, WE playing their first set. They are currently fighting with BLG, who we just saw lose today for their position in the ladder as well. Equal in scoreline to them. LGD, I mean, they're a bit of a mess right now, but we always know that LGD can just turn that around on a whim, and we're hoping to see that from them at any moment. It may happen. Same thing applies for the second set. Pulse, will OMG work out themselves? Can Icon be a miracle worker? Or will OMG just continue to suffer? Is always going to be the ongoing question, because they're up against Jingdong, and Jingdong will be the heavy favorites.
Exactly. And then on Sunday as well, today is Friday, but 2 days from now, we'll also have our match of the week, so make sure to stay tuned for that one. RNG versus EDG coming at you, and it will be almost certainly the hypest matchup we've seen so far this split.
Oh, that's a banger. RNG, EDG, we've got Uzi back, we've got iBoy being celebrated. Is he even going to play? Because EDG looked fantastic even without him in there last week. Mako's taken the reins. This is a super exciting matchup, and I'm just very excited to see that one on Sunday.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's going to be absolutely amazing. We've seen RNG really just ramp coming out of Chinese New Year as well, kind of almost to be expected, but the fact that Uzi comes in and revamps once again year after year, very impressive. And at EDG, you know, no matter what happens of where the teams are in the standings, now they're starting to rock it, but they always seem to play up, you know, when they start playing against each other as well. It's the only time we're going to actually see them play in cross-conference until we look towards the end of the split. So this is your one and only chance. Make sure you tune in for that one. But that is going to do it for us today here in the LPL. So on behalf of myself, Rusty, and everyone in the production crew, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you again tomorrow.